Good morning and welcome to the 𝗥𝗵𝗲 show. We are, it is so amazing that you can join us each and every morning. You are taking out your time, your valuable time, because as we know, time is more valuable than money, and you are taking that time out for yourself. That's the most important thing that we want you to know. You are taking this time for you so that we can impart our knowledge on business and in life in general. So friends, today I am going to be leading the conversation, but without further ado, I just want to know happy Monday. I hope you all had an amazing weekend and you got good rest, or you were working on your business. But either way, happy Monday and welcome to the show. My name is 𝗥𝗵𝗲.
My name is 𝗥𝗱, and
welcome to our show. So friends, I'm going to share with you today, I'm going to talk about how you identify your landmines. And I like to call it landmines because simply it is when I refer to landmines, I'm merely talking about things that get in our way of our success. So we always, let's say for example that we are wanting to start a new business. Okay, we want to start a new business, and there are going to be situations that are always going to come in our way. Okay, so that's what I mean by landmines. What are those stumbling blocks? So when I say, okay, so today's conversation is identifying landmines. And so for this, I refer to as those stumbling blocks that come in between our goals, for where we are heading, where we're wanting to go. And we see these stumbling blocks. This could be like in our mind, right? So our mindset automatically does not want us to go any further, does not want us to succeed. And so our mindset is controlled by our beliefs. So then let me just set a context, because I think that is relevant what we're talking about. So as I have shared with the books, I first started off with Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That's how I first started this conversation, because success is linked to your mindset. If you don't have a proper belief, when I say proper, I mean, do you believe in yourself? Because that's important. Do you believe in yourself enough for what you are discovering, for what you are wanting? Do you believe enough? Are you convicted? Do you have that strong conviction that you are successful, you will get the goal that you desire, right? So that's first of all, I truly want you to understand, friends, is that without mindset, having that proper belief in you. So mindset is linked, your mindset is linked to your belief, because with that proper belief, we are not going to go ahead. And that is something, if you cannot go ahead in life, then you are going to stay at a plateau, and you do not want to be there. You do not want to be in a plateau all your life. I mean, people, they struggle, they go through life, and it becomes, they become stagnant. Okay, so your mindset is linked to your belief, and so that is very important. So I just want to give you an illustration, as I did illustrated last week, of the stick figure, because this stick figure in itself, and was a famous psychologist who discovered this stick figure, and Vincent Braun, and he was a Vietnamese psychiatrist who discovered this stick figure, and it has been implemented. Bob Proctor implements this in all his programs, because this stick figure is very powerful. Once you begin to understand your mind and how your mind works, but how your mind can truly give you for what you desire, or it will not give you what you desire. So let me just quickly illustrate, because I think it is very important. Oops, sorry, I'm gonna do this in black. Okay, so I think it's very important that we illustrate, that I illustrate at least. So you've got your conscious, then you've got your body, and okay. So this is your conscious. Actually, you know what? Maybe I can just, sorry, I could just do this a little bit bigger. Yeah. Okay. So you got your body. So you got your conscious mind. And this is your subconscious mind, okay? And this is your body. Because as I illustrated last time, that your body is an instrument. Your body is an instrument of the mind. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that is that your body, so whatever is happening in our body internally, that is going to reflect on the external, and that is going to reflect in our mind. So if you are, so once again, let me, I'll give you a quick illustration that if you, so when I say your mind, so if you are thinking thoughts of, positive or negative, these are the only two thoughts that all of us, we think about on a daily basis. So if you are thinking positive and you're on that positive vibration, which is what I was sharing last week, that you need to be on this positive vibration to really elevate yourself. The more you elevate yourself, and the more you elevate in your subconscious, because your subconscious is your feeling. Okay, it is your feeling mind, and your subconscious does not reject your conscious mind. Your conscious mind rejects the thoughts, and it accepts the thoughts. So this is a clear distinction between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, which is why it is so powerful. And that's why this topic today that I want to share with you is to identify where are you right now in your life, in business, and do you feel that, how can you identify what are those stumbling blocks that are limiting you to getting ahead? Because we sabotage ourselves every single day. And so the stick figure, it is important because it really identifies it truly identifies when you stay within the laws of, you've got the laws of correspondence. You've got the laws of correspondence. You've got the laws of, financial. Okay, so these laws you need to be in, but you also need to be in, but you need these laws to because they govern you. And once we learn to be one with these laws, that's how, and that is when things will start to shift. And then once you move away from the laws, then things do not really go the way we want, right? So you need to stay in tune with the laws, every step, the laws of correspondence, the laws of polarity, that's right, that's another one. The laws of polarity, meaning, you have up and down, you have in and out, right, etc. So these laws are so important that we really want to stick with. So let's look at this stick figure, because this is so powerful when you look as to how your body and how everything is based on our perception, but everything is based on, so let's take, for example, what are some of the things that, sabotage you? And those things that sabotage you, so say, for example, you are wanting to, it's an extra income that you want. So say you want extra $100,000, that's what you desire. When you try to take that action step, and then you find, I don't think I can have the $100,000. Oh, I don't think I'm good enough. Oh, I don't think. And so the list just goes on and on and on. Oh, I don't think. Well, here's news for you, friends. If we think about, oh, but I don't think, oh, but I'm not good, but etc., etc., the more you keep on reaffirming that, then what? Guess what? You will get more of that. So at a conscious level, that's what you keep saying, because your conscious mind, let me just illustrate this in, because your conscious mind, because your conscious can only accept. So if you're going to say, so if you're going to keep on saying that, oh, if you reaffirm to yourself every single day, oh, I'm not good enough, oh, I don't think I can, right? So, okay, but you have a choice right there, because either way, you're right. If you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. And so your conscious mind is going to say, okay, well, she thinks she can't, or if she thinks she's not going to get it ahead, she's not going to get that business, your conscious mind will give you. So that's why it's important when I shared with you. So then, okay, so now, so as today's conversation is identifying that, that landmine, the stumbling blocks, that are our limiting beliefs, those situations that come in, like say, for example, you are moving 10 steps ahead to your business, you're moving 10 steps ahead to your goals, but you are taking 20 steps back because you have those limiting beliefs and they come in your way. Life will always throw a curve at you. It will throw a curveball, but it's up to us how we navigate through those curveballs. So here is my stick figure again. Sorry. Okay, so here's a stick figure as a quick illustration. Right, you got your conscious, You have your body. Okay. And as I said, your body is an instrument of the mind. So this is what gives you the results. Because your body and your mind, they are linked together. So what you are thinking in your body, what you are feeling in your body is going to resonate. It's going to bring that to the surface, to your mind. And that is what your mind is then going to give you back. So is that what you put out is equally what you're getting back. So what you put out, that frequency you are getting back, right? So you have your conscious, and we are operating at a frequency, okay? We have thoughts going on in our mind every single day. These are our thoughts. So our thoughts, oh, sorry. Didn't want it to be that big. Okay, so we have thoughts going on in our mind. We have thoughts going on in our mind every single day. And so those thoughts are going to transcend to your subconscious, to your subconscious mind, right? It's going to transcend to your subconscious mind, and that in turn is going to go directly to your body. So from your body, what you are feeling, this is why this is so powerful. This is why I love the stick figure, because it truly, oh my gosh, it truly is the most powerful way when the psychiatrist, I think it was back in 1930s, he discovered this stick figure. And since then, it's just been used all over the world. And how, so what I'm trying to say is that from your feelings, from internally, what you are feeling is going to resonate to your thoughts, to your mind, and your mind at a subconscious level is going to accept the thoughts that you are thinking, and vice versa from your body, what you are feeling in your, or what you are thinking in your mind, negative or positive, is going to go translate to your body. So vice versa, things happen, it's that shift. So from internally in your body, it's going to go to your mind, and from your mind, it's going to go to your body. So that's very important. So then this is the X result that we're going to have, because this is truly going to, the X result we are going to get, because it is the negative, the negative feelings that we are experiencing. And so the feelings that we have, so the feelings, this, as I mentioned, this resonates, these feelings and the vibration comes from your subconscious mind. So friends, I'm just gonna, and why this is, this happens because, it's important to have an understanding. It's very important to have an understanding as to how, when we are feeling or how we are thinking every single day, what happens, because obviously we need to be at a place when we are trying to get to, say, our C-type goals. And your C-type goal could be, you want to earn $100,000 a month, or your C-type goal be you want to have a home of your dreams, or the C-type goal could be that you want to have spending the quality time vacation with your family. So what is your C-type goal? And so what if the C-type goal is you need to be at a higher frequency? So if your C-type goal is here, but you are here at a low vibration, and your thoughts are very low, you are at a low frequency, you are vibrating at a low level, you need to come at a higher vibration, but you are thinking at a low vibration. So say this is the wall. Oh, what happened? So say this is the wall. Oh, it was my pen. Okay, so say this is the wall, okay? And this is what I'm talking about now, because this is what's going to sabotage you. So say this is the wall, and our thoughts. So we are at, so our thoughts, say, is at a negative. Our thoughts or our feelings. And so this is called the 𝗔𝗹 barrier. So what does that mean? So 𝗔𝗹 barrier simply means that when you are going towards your goals, you are going to face a block. It's gonna block you. It's going to prevent you not to go for your goals. It's going to prevent you. And that's what I was talking about earlier on, that life, and even for your goals, you got your 𝗔𝗹 goal, and it's going to prevent you. It's going to knock you down, and it's going to prevent you. So you got your wall, and it's not going to let you go through. It's going to back, you're going to hit it and bounce back. Hit it and bounce back. That's why it's called a 𝗔𝗹 barrier, because there's a conflict that happens. So there's a conflict that happens between the goal that you have. You're going towards your 𝗔𝗹 goal, right? You have your goal, and there's a conflict in that it's not allowing you to go through. It's not allowing you to go through, but you're facing that wall. And so when you face that wall, that is when conflicts happen. That is when you begin to have this, competitive edge. And that's when, our results that we are wanting to get, we do not get that, because we have these conflicts going on in our mind every single day. And so I just wanted to leave that there, because I know this is very deep, but it's something that, it is very relevant. And, you do have to understand your mind. You do have to understand as to how we're programmed, and how we are programmed, so that it can lead us to where we want to go. Okay, so then today I talked about identifying your landmines. So these landmines, what are those tools? What are those things that are sabotaging you today, that you are finding you are at a plateau, and you are finding that you are not able to move ahead as you wish? So, this stumbling blocks is related to your mindset, because your mindset controls every aspect of your life. It controls you. But so you need to be very careful as to, and you need to choose how you are operating your mind. So as I mentioned, it's your belief. And I talked about this in Napoleon Hill and Think and Grow Rich, chapter 3 on desire. What you desire, do you believe in yourself? Do you have that strong conviction that you are at that 𝗔𝗹 goal and you are going to get that? So then I talked about your subconscious mind rejects and accepts. It can only accept or reject that mind. However, your subconscious mind is that feeling part of your mind that resonates, will give you what you want. It operates 24/7. It operates 24/7. So whether you are awake or asleep, it is working for you. So your subconscious mind. And as I was saying, your body is the instrument of your mind. So, we are operating every single day, negative or positive, either way, we are right, what we choose, what we are saying. So affirming, affirmations are absolutely a great tool. And then, the laws, we have to abide by the laws, because this is what governs the universe. And as long as we are in tune with the universe, as long as we are in tune with our surroundings and what the universe has given to us, then, we are going to see things happening. So your conscious mind, as I said, can accept or reject our thoughts and feelings. These are our thoughts. We are thinking every single day, whether it's positive or negative. We're on that low frequency, higher frequency. So it is very important that we acknowledge our feelings and how we are operating and our results. So your terror barrier, this is the wall this is a wall, and we want to go to our 𝗔𝗹𝗥𝗵𝗲 goal, but we bang and we bounce back. It does not allow you to go through. So that's where conflicts happen. Conflicts happen in your mind, and that's why you get to be competitive, and that's why you need to cooperate and be on the plane of that higher frequency. So I know there was a lot that we discussed today, but it is, I love to talk about this, because mind is, everything's about mind over matter. And the more that we are in tune with our mind, the more that we are in tune as to how we are thinking and feeling. Feeling is the most important, because how do we feel? If we're feeling low, somebody says to you, "Oh, hi, Ria, how are you feeling?" Ria might say, "Oh, good." Is she under a higher vibration or low vibration? Low, right? So feelings, to me, it is very important how you relate to other individuals. How do you relate to people in your work? So how you feel is how you operate on a daily basis. So I know there was so much to digest, but I absolutely love this. So if you have any questions, do drop it in the chat. Where are you today in your life? Do you feel you are at a plateau? Do you feel that you want to move forward, but you cannot? What is holding you back? Because what's holding you back could be, either your limiting beliefs, could be that, vibrationally, you are not aligned with how you feel. So how you feel and how you think, they do go hand in hand. So would love to know as to where you are in your life today. Ria, any thoughts about before we do wrap up?
Yes, thank you for that, Alka. The 5 lessons that my takeaway for this topic is: number 1, your mindset is affected by your belief. Number 2, the subconscious mind is the feeling. 3rd, the conscious mind accepts or rejects our thoughts. 4th, the feeling is going to your thoughts. The feeling is going to your thoughts, and from the feeling mind, it transfers to the body. 5th lesson is the terror barrier does not allow for us to go through, and that's where the conflict happens. What I can share are, some of the landmines that I have when starting out. I had this thought that I'm not good enough. The other thing too was that I procrastinate. So for me, those are my landmines, and how I overcome those landmines to where I am now is: number 1, the thought that I'm not good enough. So I read on personal development. I changed my feeling. I changed my subconscious. I tried to reprogram my subconscious mind, my feeling. What I also did was aside from the personal development, I did the meditation and the prayer for a couple of minutes every day. And 3rd, which is the action. So because it's very hard when you have the procrastination, it's very hard to get the momentum. So what I did was I didn't try to do all tasks at one time. I just did small little items. Let's say, I started for 10 minutes. I booked it in my calendar so that it happens. And then evening, I set for 8 o'clock. So 10-minute blocks, morning, afternoon, and evening. In that way, it gets the momentum started.
Exactly.
So those are my key takeaways.
Beautiful. Love that. So those 10 minutes was of meditation, or 10 minutes of, could be anything. But
it could be anything, right? For example, if I want to read a book, then I don't try to read the whole book in one day. I try to block it. Or let's say, for example, I have my quick book that I need to do in my business. I don't try to do the whole thing every day, because then that I get overwhelmed. So I do it some 10 minutes in the morning, a continuation in the afternoon, and then in the evening, I block my schedule for that allotted, activity.
Yeah, you know what? Whatever works, as long as you make that, that one thing that you are wanting to get done, what you're desiring, whether it's that, the income, or whether, so whatever the case may be, but just make sure that you are consistent with what you're doing, because that's how you're going to get the results. And I love that point, Rio, is that you never want to you always, whatever is that new venture that you are endeavoring into, whether it's a business or a career, you want to make sure that you are planting the seeds, but you are taking the time. You're not doing everything all at once, because it does get overwhelming. Anything that's new, a new task, it is overwhelming. So you want to spread it out, just like, so that you don't get overwhelmed, you don't get burnt out. And that is very important as entrepreneurs, that we want to make sure that we, block that time for that one thing. Or if it's a new task, we want to do it, step by step, and, just break it down so we don't do it all at once. So those are some great tools. But friends, here's the thing, whatever works for you, just make sure that you are implementing on that. And whether what's sabotaging you, what are your landmines, acknowledge what are your landmines, and just write down, take a notepad and just write down what is, two separate columns. On the left, what are your landmines? Make a list of all the landmines. And on the right side, what are the action steps that you are going to take away that you've seen from on the left-hand side? What are you seeing and what are you going to do different? Okay, so what is your action steps? So make a note like that, and that truly has helped me. That truly is a powerful exercise, because when you write out the description, then you can see everything clearly in front of you. So identifying your landmines, it is important, because without that we cannot progress, we cannot move forward to our goals and dreams. So friends, we have come to the end of another show, but it's so much to digest, but I absolutely love talking about this, and I can talk about this all day long, but we all have business that we need to get to. But learning about your mind, and once you learn about how your mind, it is a very powerful instrument, but once you begin to learn about your mind and how it can serve you, how it can truly elevate you, and how it protects you from the external, how it can protect you, then things really begin to shift. So as I illustrated in the stick figure, once just pay attention to that stick figure in itself, it is going to be so beautiful. And then your life becomes so, it's just so unimaginable. I mean, I can't see myself without this, because once I learned about this, and, and I'm telling you, it is just so amazing. But So friends, hopefully you've got a lot of nuggets, and now we want you to go and implement on what you learned today. Do the exercise so that it's really going to help you on your journey. So with that being said, we will